Hi friends, so today I'll cover again about the SRA only, and today I'll cover fifth and sixth step how you can execute SRA further about as per your requirement for your organization. So the fifth step is the threat assessment. So you have to do threat assessment for your organization. The first you have to consider any particular threat actor. As I mentioned in my earlier video that as per the API standard, they have considered 4 threat actor, and I'll just give you an example of only one actor. We have considered now like mob attack. So you have to mention the threat. What is the threat you have considered like a mob attack? What is the category of that threat? It can be what is the involvement of any particular threat. You can assume that it can be an internal support also, it can be an external support also, it can be a combination of internal and external when they'll execute that when this threat will execute any action for your facilities. So these are the 3 category can happen. Then what is the general history of the threat? For what is general history, like anything like in a national level or international level or state level, you have to check all this history, like how many times it happened, like once in a 10 year, once in a 5 years, one in a 1 year, or it's frequent. You have to check that frequency, or as per that you will give them rating. Again, you have to rate this threat rating from 1 to 5, and as per the repetition, as per the frequency, you have to check. Then you have to check the what is the site specific history about the particular attack. So when I'm talking about a mob attack, how many mob attack your organization has faced in the last 5 years, 10 years. So you have to check that data, you have to check that incident analytics, like all data analytics, that how many mob attacks happen at your site, and as per that you have to consider this attack, and it will help you to convince the management also that like you had 5 to 6 mob attack at your site. So then you have to mention the criticality also, what was the volume, what was the high intensity of that mob attack. Then you have to mention the potentiality of their action, like it can be a hazard or destruction to your critical asset. You have to mention that if as per the scenario I already mentioned that what can be what threat for your organization or facility. If suppose there will be a mob attack, what things can be damaged, what business interruption can take place, what will be the overall impact for your goodwill, what will be the overall impact for your daily operations. So you have to check that as per the potential action by the particular threat. So it will be a hazard, or it will be a disruption for your daily operations. Then threat capability, you have to check the threat capability as per the internal or external support can take place, or their own capabilities, their own resources, what kind of capability they have to develop any improvised weapons they can develop, and do they have that capability as per history. You have checked that. As per the previous incident, you have to check that what is the strength of their improvised weapons. So you have to check that also. Do you have all your capability to handle these people? As per that, do you require any additional support, or are you depend on external agencies or local police or other authority that they'll come and then they'll handle your organization accordingly? Then what is threat motivation, like what is his intent to attack in your organization? Like, are they disgruntled or unsatisfied employees, or are they external people? Those are agitated due to some your setup, or due to some your organization's activities, or due to some dispute because of non payment issue or any other issue, or maybe because of any major safety hazard happened, and due to that a lot of fatal took place, or people got injury, a lot of things, or a lot of scenario you have to check that, and as per that this can trigger. And if people have intention, if people have motivation, they can execute that mob attack in your premises. So you have to check that, and as per that you have to rate them threat rating 1 to 5. You have to consider all these things, and as per that you'll rate 1 to 5 rating for this your threat. And you have to check all 4 threat actors as I mentioned for your asset, and then you can find the clear picture that what kind of threat you can consider for your facility, and what is the detailed threat assessment you can capture for your own organization. Then the sixth one is that asset attractiveness. So you have to mention, you have to capture the asset attractiveness also. So then maybe in your state or district there would be a lot of threat, but you have to check that is your asset is considerable for by these threat actors, or will they take interest in your asset, will they get any benefit in your asset from your asset, or what kind of possibility, what kind of likelihood your action can face such kind of threat actors as per your like previous, checking the previous history, previous record and everything. So what you have to do, you have to mention the asset name. Again, I'll take an example of gatehouse. You can consider the gatehouse you have. Then you have to mention the threat 1, any considered threat 1, like one of the most likely pathways for your lone wolf attack or terrorist attack or any VPID. So you this can be possibility, right? It is a main pathway, lot of movement, lot of daily activities, lot of visitors, and it is one of the best way that they'll impact your this gate, or they'll attack on your gate, and there will be a media attraction, there will be a government attraction, there will be a lot of interaction they can develop over there. A lot of responding agencies will engage in that activity, a lot of investigation will take place. That will complete disruption for the particular zone if they want that thing. And this is the one of the asset, we call it like main gateway or gatehouse, where they can take interest. Then second, and again, as per that you have to rate that what is the impact, what is the volume of your gatehouse, what is the criticality of the gatehouse, and as per that you can rate them. The second, same, you have to consider another threat. You can consider like for the gatehouse mob attack, and again you have to check the possibility and likelihood of that attack for your facility, and again you have to rate them, and the maximum rating for like if I do a terrorist attack or mob attack. So as per that, which will be a maximum rating, maybe you can consider rating, and for this the rating will be 0.0 to 1 only, and like 0.0, 0.2, 0.4, 0.6, 0.8 and 1. So suppose maybe you can consider rating this asset attractiveness rating for mob attack maybe 6, and for terrorist attack maybe you can consider 4. So the overall rating will be for the particular asset attractiveness will be maximum 1, which we call it 6, rating 6. So as per that your overall rating will be 6 for the asset attractiveness. So then now these I've covered the step 5 and step 6. Now I'll cover in my next video step 7 and 8, which will give you a complete picture, and then in that we'll find the what is the heat map, what is the 5x5 matrix you can develop, and which will give you a clear picture which we can present to the management that this is the risk matrix, and these are our risk, and this is the current stage of our risk in the organization. So I'll come with the next video. Till then, bye bye, take care.